The aim of this dissertation is to convey the philosophy of the Slow Food Association and its projects. In particular, the Huehuetenango Highland Coffee Presidium in Guatemala and the Harenna Forest Wild Coffee Presidium in Ethiopia. The idea was to discuss what kind of activities the association carries out through an example of something that is found in most homes almost every day over the world: coffee. In 1989, at the Opéra Comique in Paris, the international non-profit Slow Food Association was born. More than 100 delegates from different countries took part in this event. Its aim is to safeguard food and traditions which are at risk of extinction. At the end of the manifesto, the founders established the symbol of the association, the snail, which represents slowness and moderation. In 2006, during the Salone del Gusto, the slow food philosophy was summarized in 3 simple words: good, clean and fair. Currently, the association has about 100,000 members and 1,500 convivia all over the world.
Mauritania, Senegal, Nuova Zelanda, Palau, la Cina, Palestina.
Il cibo deve essere buono, pulito e giusto.
In 2003, the Slow Food Foundation for Biodiversity was born. It was created not only to manage and coordinate the different projects of the association, but also to manage the philanthropic donations and distribute them among the different projects. The Presidia project is the most important one, and it is the closest to our issue. It was born in 1999, after the enormous success of the previous Arc of Taste. Its main goal is to safeguard all small food productions of the world. Now, let's focus on the coffee presidia which have been analyzed in this dissertation. Firstly, there is the Harenna Forest Wild Coffee Presidium in Ethiopia. This forest is situated in the mountains of the Bale National Park, at an altitude of about 1,800 meters. And here, a high-quality Arabica coffee grows spontaneously in the shade of the tall trees. Its production depends mostly on the families in the Oromia region who harvest the cherries, protect the plants from the baboons which are very greedy of this fruit, and commit themselves in selling the product. In Ethiopia, coffee plays an important role because the traditions of this country are related to this beverage, and till today, when an Ethiopian family welcomes someone in their home, They perform the same coffee ritual in the same way their ancestors did centuries ago. Secondly, there is the Huehuetenango Highland Coffee Presidium in Guatemala, which gathers different cooperatives of producers from the entire region, who, thanks to the Slow Food Foundation intervention, today have a fair income for their extraordinary product. During the development of this study, some interviews with both Ethiopian and Guatemalan producers were carried out. The inhabitants of the Huehuetenango region described the economic rules of their presidium, telling us that the economic rules can be summarized by saying that the money which derives from the selling of this special coffee for a special price is allocated fairly, that is to say, that the producers should obtain the majority of the income, because they live only thanks to this money. Then they listed some social rules, which are written in their production disciplinary, by saying that we have a lot of social rules, but I'll try and summarize them. The most important one is that children, that is to say the producers' sons and daughters, who take part in the promotion of the special Huehuetenango coffees, attend school. We cannot avoid that children go to the cafetal. I think that it will take much time to reach a change like this, but we can see that they go to school before helping their parents in coffee plantations, and this is really important. We cannot avoid that mothers help their husbands harvesting, drying or grinding coffee, but we can promote the fact that these women go at least once a year to the doctor. This is part of the social rules. I sincerely hope that with my dissertation I have managed to awaken the interest of people who had never given much thought to realities far from theirs until now, and that they have now become closer to slow food philosophy and to the idea of a good, clean and fair food.
Chi semina utopia raccoglie realtà e voi siete la più bella e la più sacra realtà del mondo.